Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen Slawinski. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Northeast Ohio. Today I am continuing my series on the Stamparatus. This is part 3, creating a jig to make an adorable Halloween gift card. So this is the card that we're going to be making today, and that's what the inside looks like. And this features the Have a Hoot bundle. Okay, this is featured in our new mini catalog. It's on page 62. And this is that stamp set. It's not only got these Halloween images on here, really cute, but it has some Christmas things as well. And I love it because of the dies. The dies have this piece right here, which cuts out 3 tags, but then it leaves this wonderful framed image. So I love, love, love this. I've made quite a few cards using that. So I just think this is a very, very cute stamp set. It's pretty versatile. So the thing that I wanted to show you today is how to make a jig. Now a jig is a term used in manufacturing, and it's really just a positioner. So if you are doing multiple stamping and you want to position it, it's much easier to go ahead and punch or stamp out a bunch of your pieces and then position them into the jig and then just stamp them all at once. So the way you do this is you're going to take some scrap paper and put it on your Stamparatus. And then I'm just going to position my stamp pretty close to where I want it, and I'm going to lift up my lid. And then I'm going to stamp using some Memento black ink. And then you're just going to stamp that right on your scrap paper. Then you're going to take your jig. Like I said, this is just on some old scrap paper. And you're going to line it. You can see how you can twist and turn, and you can get it positioned just so. So that looks perfect. And then you're going to use your magnet and put it down. Then you can go over to your cutting machine and you can stamp as many pieces as you want, and you can just be very efficient. You don't have to worry about placement. You just stamp, or you can punch out images if this was a punch. And then you're going to position that right in the jig. It's like a puzzle. It's going to hold it there, and then you ink up your stamp and you're going to close it. And then you've got your perfect image. If you do more, so say you were working on Christmas cards and you wanted to stamp a whole bunch of images, of course you wouldn't be doing the pumpkin, but you can go ahead and then stamp again. And then you can keep doing this over and over and over. I love it for that purpose. It really makes making cards much faster by using the jig. So that's a great reason for having the Stamparatus. All right, I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to show you now the pieces that you need to make your card. You're going to need a card base. I have Early Espresso. You're going to need a piece of Whisper White. This is 4 by 5 1/4. This is for the inside of our card. I have a piece of the Plaid Tidings. This is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then out of Crumb Cake, I did, I'll up the side up, I did a label from the Tasteful Labels. And then also out of Early Espresso, I already cut a spider web. So those are the things that we are going to need. So we're going to make a gift card today. And I'm going to pull in my trimmer. So I've already scored this at 4 1/4. But now I need to make a score that's 1 3/4 inch from the open edge. So I'm going to position that there. Now make sure that you move your cutting blade out of the way, and then you just score. Okay, so this is going to give us where we fold for our gift card. And then you're going to take one of your punches and you're just going to cut a little notch out somewhere in the middle. Okay, and then we're ready to fold this back, and we're going to give it a good crease. All right, then we're going to need to adhere this. We just need a little bit of adhesive on that side, and then we're gonna close that up and give that a press so that it sets. So now we have our card base, and I'm gonna give this a good crease as well. All right, so the first thing I wanted to do was go ahead and stamp my inside, and I am going to be using today pumpkin pie and early espresso. So for the inside, I have chosen this Have a Hoot on Halloween. So I'm going to ink that up, and I'm going to stamp that fairly close to the middle. Okay, clean that off. And I'm done with my orange, so I can put that away. And then the next thing I want to do is add a little bit of decoration to this corner. So I have this, and then I'm going to just add a little bit of glue, and you can just do little dots. You don't need a whole lot. Just, get a little bit there, and a little bit up here. And then I'm going to stick this in the corner. And then I am just going to go ahead and trim that with my paper snips. I like to trim it from the back side, and I just use that paper as a guide. And then, all right, so we have the inside of our card ready, and we can go ahead and get that mounted. So I put a little bit more glue. And I like how I can just shift it around. All right, then we have that piece of plaid. We're going to stick that on our front cover. So again, I'm going to add just a little bit of glue. And position that perfectly there. Okay. Now the thing I need to do on here is use our little bit of boo, and we're going to stamp that Early Espresso. It's the cutest little boo. I used to have a dog named Serena, and I don't know why. I think we, because she was a black dog, we often called her Boo, so that kind of reminds me of her. I miss that little girl. All right, clean that off. Now, I'm going to take one of my owls here, and I'm going to use some of my Stampin' Blends to color him in. So I have a light old olive, and I've got my combo of my pumpkin pie and my daffodil delight. So there is not a whole lot of skill needed to color this in. And actually, I think I needed some crumb cake for my owl. So I'm going to use some daffodil delight. I'm going to color a little bit of dark there. And then I'm going to color the rest of his eyes and his nose. He's so small, it doesn't really take very much. I'm going to grab my crumb cake here. And I'm going to color in my owl. Okay. That was the dark, and I'm going to blend it in with a little bit of the lighter. Tell you, these Stampin' Blend markers are wonderful. They make you look like you're an artist, and it's so super easy. And then I'm going to take my dark of my pumpkin pie, and I'm just going to follow some of these lines that are already here on the pumpkin. And I'm just going to give a little bit of extra around the edges. And then I'm going to take the lighter one, and I'm just going to blend that in. The nice thing about these is that they do not leave streaky lines where they overlap. You know, traditional markers, if you're coloring over it like I am here, you're going to have all kinds of streaky lines. But these blend together so lovely, and you don't have to be an artist at all, and you're going to have fabulous looking work. So as you can see here, it's pretty fast. You could color this really with anything if you wanted to color it with your watercolor pencils. You could color it with your aqua painters. So, nope, get a little bit right there. And so now we have our little owl, and he looks so cute. So now we're going to take our dimensionals, and we are going to pop him up. So I'm just going to put in a couple dimensionals here. We're going to pop him up on our label. So he's going to go just like so. Oh, he's so cute. Now, the thing you have to remember when you're putting this on here, this is going to be a gift card, and this is going to open. So you do not want to put adhesive over here. You only want to have adhesive on this side. So we're going to put a little bit of adhesive. And this is why I had you stamp the inside of your card first, so that you would make sure that you position this and you're covering up your inside so you don't see it when your card is closed. And you're just going to position that there, hold him down so he adheres, and then there is your gift card. Here is, you just slide that in. Wouldn't that make an adorable little gift for any of your favorite trick-or-treaters? So I hope you enjoyed this video tonight. I'll have details of this on my blog, which is thepowerofacard.blogspot.com. If you've liked this video, please go ahead and share it and give me a thumbs up. And I would love it if you subscribed. Of course, if you need any of the supplies, I'd be happy to help you. And you can shop at my online store. I really appreciate your business. Thanks, and we'll see you next time when I have my final episode of the Stamparatus series. It's part 4, and you're going to love this one too. It's going to be featuring a Christmas card idea. I'll see you next time. Bye.